Paradigm shifts have taken place hundreds of times in the last 75 years. All occupations, walks of life, hobbies, and practices have paradigm shifts as new developments happen, inventions are marketed, or threats surface. How many people do you know that don't have a computer now? Few. How many people don't have a telephone even over the last 60 years? Few. How many didn't have a car 70 years ago? Few. Times change things, which causes paradigm shifts. Gresham's law states that bad money drives out good money out of the marketplace. Gresham's law causes a paradigm shift because people always want good money, and especially when they realize some money is better than others. Bad money buys little and good money buys a lot. Just to give you a few examples, the Argentine peso is bad money. The Venezuelan bolivar is bad money. The Japanese yen is bad money since a single yen is worth less than a US penny. The euro is a disaster that's unraveling at an alarming pace. It may soon be at parity with the US dollar before you know it. A single Mexican peso is worth a nickel in the US today. Does that make you feel good that you are saving dollars? It shouldn't. The fact that other paper monies are declining faster than a dollar is no reason to be smug and satisfied, because they are all going down, causing a paradigm shift in the way people save. It is not a torrent yet, but the shift has begun and will grow as the currency presses continue to operate 24/7, turning out billions of pieces of paper with ink on them that are backed by nothing. A very observable paradigm shift has begun in the way people save their surplus assets. Now in the 21st century, monetary policy by central banks has made it so you lose by saving in banks with near zero interest. More common sense would tell you that it's time for alternative thinking. Many people are now getting out of dollars and inflated stock markets and many conventional financial instruments as well. The monetarily aware and smart money realize that a huge bubble has been created and eventually it has to burst. People around the world are beginning to realize that bubbles are being blown with paper monies, which will burst eventually, as some have already. These thinking, logical people are getting into gold and silver now, while prices are low. The higher prices goes, the more will do it, as the masses always act too late, it seems. Why is all this happening? Because more and more people are beginning to realize what a total fraud paper money is. Gold and silver owners use their paper money to live their daily lives, just like everyone else. They buy groceries, cars, go to the movies, paint their house, take vacations, and do all of life's joys and drudgery with paper money. They just don't save much of it. They save surplus assets in gold and silver or other tangible assets and commodities that aren't dependent on a government for purchasing power or value. Paper money denominated things are secured only in dollars, not buying power. Financial advisors are all wet when they insist that government bonds and securities are safe. Safe in the numbers of dollars, yes, but the dollar is not a safe saving instrument because the purchasing power of the dollar continues going down. If you just went back to 1980, according to the U.S. Bureau of Census, the average cost of a new car in 1980 was $7,591. This is the average, not a stripped down and luxury one. The same base model car in 2017 will be about $22,420. It will get you a cheap Ford Fiesta or a Ford with no luxury, just cloth seats. That's 3 times the rate of inflation in 37 years, or the dollar has lost 4/5 of its value in 37 years. If you had placed your dollars in a savings account, CD, or government bond in 1980, you would have increased the number of dollars you have, but the loss in purchasing power will be unbelievable. Assume you placed $1,000 in a savings account or a bond at 3.01% interest and adding nothing else. After 37 years, you would have $3,000. Taxes will be due on that $2,000 profit, while the dollar will be worth a fourth of what it was before taxes. Interest rates are nowhere near 3% now. The same comparison can be made with most products such as real estate, food, gas, clothing, shoes, furniture, etc. Saving the dollar is silly, even though the actual number of dollars may increase, but even after adding the new dollars earning through interest, the net result is a loss. Taxes must be paid on the so-called gains, which is also a loss. As more and more wake up to the utter fraud of paper money, it will be 1980 again in spades. Gold peaked in 1980 at $850. Adjusted to today's CPI will be $2,512.90. And silver's $54 peak will be $159.64 per ounce in today's diminishing buying power dollars. Will it be a good idea to sell gold when they reach those numbers, which would be comparable to 1980's peak? No. If every other price had quadrupled, as this would mean you have hedged yourself well and preserved your assets, Selling will be foolish, and it will be like throwing your hedge away while inflation still rages. There will always be an unlimited supply of fiat paper money that's unbacked by anything, whereas there will always be a limited supply of silver and gold, making it a wonderful way of storing wealth and hedge against inflation. Protect yourself and get into this new paradigm shift early. Avoid the rush and high prices, which always results when masses get wise. Leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts on what some say will be the greatest monetary paradigm shift in human history.